Geneva Convention in 1864, 16 European countries and several American states attended a conference in Geneva, and they have the invitation of the Swiss Federal Council on initiative of the Geneva Committee. The diplomatic conference was held for the purpose of adopting a convention for treatment of wounded soldiers in combat. What is the motivation of this? What is the motto of this Geneva Convention? Means they have to treat the people. That means that treat the soldiers in the battlefield, those who are wounded. So that for that this Geneva Convention movement was started. In 1859, Henry Dunant, a Swiss citizen, he at first have a fight by thousands of wounded soldiers lying helpless. He could not see this. He witnessed the people and abandoned no one to care for them. So nobody, no one is there to care the soldiers. So he started this Geneva Convention on 1864. This experience led him to suggest the setting up of a voluntary relief who could be trained during the peace time is there to care for the wounded in time of war. So the soldiers, those who are wounded in the battlefield, they are given the proper treatment for their uh, medical allowances. This was now how the Red Cross began. So at first the Geneva Convention was started, and again, so this Geneva Convention is turned to be, now it is called as Red Cross big movement. It is Red Cross began. In 1864, the governments were invited to send representatives to a diplomatic conference, and 12 European nations signed a treaty. That is, the future was they would care for all sick and wounded military personnel, regardless of nationality. Then the treaty was called as Geneva Convention. This convention was concerned only with soldiers wounded on the battlefield. So the only to treat the soldiers in the battlefield, those who are wounded in the battlefield, this Geneva Convention was started. Then the main this the motivation of this is the armed force on land, on sea, prisoners of war and civilians. So the civilians, normal people, they can also take this medical treatment because of this war. In addition, two new protocols. It is in 1977, a diplomatic conference attended by Britain. Then this first Geneva Convention was for amelioration of this wounded and sick in armed force and field. Then this Geneva Convention, or otherwise called as Red Cross, they have a white background. They have the dress code of white background. This is the protective status in wartime and war, except to indicate or to protect the medical personnel, establishment and material protected by the convention. They embody the main idea which led to the founding of the Red Cross. If a member of the armed force is wounded or sick and therefore in no condition to take an active part in the hostilities, he is no longer part of the fighting force and becomes a vulnerable person in need of protection and care.